Tahir Juba. I'm a filmmaker. I produce films, I video edit, I direct. I do a little bit of everything when it comes to just creative media in general. So, yeah. I think my creativity may have came from being kind of like isolated as a child. Like I didn't really like talk to too many people, so I just was like alone in my thoughts. So just like thinking and creating scenarios in my mind probably influenced a lot of my creativity. Just like exercising that imaginary muscle, I guess, definitely helped me learn how to just generate ideas. So. I started when I was kind of really young. My mom had a BlackBerry. It was like one of the first video smartphones, and I would ask her to borrow that so I can like record skits. I think the first skit I made was like, my mom had like a video effect on her phone that turned everything like inverted. So I was like, how to make your couch glow in the dark, because it made our couch look green. And I was like, you just gotta pee on it and it'll just glow in the dark. And yeah, I just like made stupid videos like that until later in middle school. I think that's like when YouTube started like popularizing, and I was just like really into YouTube. I was just like watching different videos, like old school YouTubers, and I just wanted to be like one of them. So I would either make like skits, but I started with gaming YouTube videos. So I would record my screen, my PC, my family computer, and just like play games on like Y8, Newgrounds, I forget the other ones, but just like any online games, and do my own like voiceovers, and just throw those up on YouTube. And that's kind of like how it started. It escalated from there, from like gaming videos to doing like short skits, to doing short films, to doing like documentaries, and where I'm at now, which is more documentaries, narrative films, commercial work, promo, so everything. So yeah. Yeah. I got to this point by just saying yes to a lot of opportunities when it came to video. I think the major like turn for me was the after school program that I work with currently, Widening Youth Media. I started that in 2012, which is when I started high school. And they were an after school program who just like taught me all the basics from photography, filmmaking, video editing, some graphic design. And it was like an after school program that was like 2 days a week. They paid me like a $5 stipend per class. They gave me free food. So that was really what drew me in, is like the free food and the stipend. Like when I was in high school, I was like, I don't know, something about an obsession with like making money. And even if it was $5 per class, I was like, yeah, I need to be in that. So yeah, that's kind of how I started the path of the career that I'm in, because they taught me the technical skills. Like before, I was just kind of like playing around, doing whatever. Like I didn't know what rule of thirds meant or frame rate or any of that stuff. But yeah, Widening taught me that stuff. And then it gave me like the confidence to take a camera, any camera, and just like make something with that. So that's what helped me start freelancing. Out of high school, I did like music videos. I didn't really do too much like photography, but I did like some photo shoots, mainly for like fun. And I did a lot of graphic design work as well, also mainly for fun. This is like the stage in the career where you do a lot of free work. You know, people don't be hitting you up unless you hit them up and say, okay, I can do this for you for free. And they'll like say, okay, yeah, let's try that. And then that's how you build up your portfolio. And yeah, from there, yeah, just keep saying yes to opportunities, keep saying yes. Like when I meet people, be like, you want to collaborate? Just like having fun for real. And yeah.
know. We bought some actually t-shirts right here, bro. 3 XL, and I got like 3. I will crank that with you right now. If we can crank that. Right
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm down. I'm down.
All right, come on, cue us in. 1, 2, 3.
Soldier boy, tough. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called Soldier Boy. Just gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right. Soldier boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier boy? That Superman. Crank that soul, now why me you? Crank that soul, now why me you? Crank that soul, now why me you? Crank that soul, now what? Soldier boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier boy? That Superman. Now why me you? Crank that soul, 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 now what?
All right. All right.
I got the Louis shoes dirty, goddamn!
Noisy. I'm gonna have to go with music.
Okay.
You know, everybody say that audio is like the most important in filmmaking, and I think it's pretty true because you can like tell an entire story with audio or just like soundscape without even like having the visuals. So yeah, I think music actually, for me at least, conveys more emotion for the most part. I think one is Inglourious Basterds. That's a really good movie. That's one of my favorites. Recently, They Cloned Tyrone is a really good movie. Barbie was fire.
Barbie was.
It was
Hold up, Barbie's in your top 5?
I would say so. It's a really.
I went to the drive-thru movies this year.
No, for real? I mean, the drive-thru movie sounds fire. Yeah, I saw that in the theater. That was really dope. Like story-wise, cinematography was pretty fire. Like. The genre would be like a psychological thriller, something that has Afro like surrealism or maybe even Afro like futurism would be fire. It'd definitely be all black people for sure. I'm thinking off the top of my head, Donald Glover would be cool. I don't know if he'd be like a leading role or a supporting role, but I think he's pretty versatile, I think. Then that Daniel Kaluuya guy, yeah, he's fire, he's fire. Those would probably be like the 3 like main roles, and I would just have all the supporting cast be like black superstars as well. But yeah, those are top 3. Gotta fix it in post. Just gotta fix it in post. Usually, honestly, when there's like whack concepts and stuff and like the footage isn't that good, what I do to save it is throw a whole bunch of effects on it. Like I just try to make it look as visually pleasing, even though the story or the actual like shots don't look that good. I'll like just make it as flashy as possible, because that's another thing to do to like catch the audience's attention and just make it seem like, oh man, that was hard. It was really the edit that was hard. But yeah, that's probably what I would do to save that. And also soundscape, going back to like what I said about sound. Because like if you make something that sound good and like the visuals aren't the best, then a lot of times the audience will like forgive that, and they'll just be like, it was still a good experience just because they went through that journey with the audio. So yeah, audio and effects. I feel like I haven't worked on anything that fully captures my creative mind yet, but I feel like the one that comes closest to that is one I work with a few buddies of mine, Brandino and Brandon Towns. It was one that we did. The product was called Dream Loud. So we did like an a project for that, to like just advertise. I don't even know what it was for, but it was just a cool project that I did that was mainly just about creativity and like having these big dreams and not being afraid to chase your dreams no matter how big they are. So we just did like kind of a project surrounding a kid baseball player, going through like his like daily routine, showing that if he wants to be like a great baseball player, he got to put in the work. And it all circles back to like, if you have a big dream, like you got to put in the work to do it. Just remember that passion is something that can drive you to do that stuff. It was fun in a lot of ways, but a lot of ways, some things like didn't work out, but that's like in every shoot. I was the editor and cam operator for that shoot. So I was able to put my creative touch in a bunch of different places, but mainly the edit. And it was also a challenge because the way that things didn't go right in a lot of shoots, I had to make up in the edit. So yeah, it was just a fun shoot that I want to do more of. I think the term would be like branded narrative. So I think that's like the path that I want to go in career-wise. I would say like artist-wise, it would be John Tyler. He has like all these crazy, like huge ideas. He's always like calling me like every week talking about a movie or a TV show or just like a cool idea for a music video. And he'll like keep sharing these Instagram videos with me talking about, oh, we should try this, we should do this. And like having someone to work with like that is great because he'll always keep like pushing my creative boundaries and my limitations. And he makes music, so I'm like always trying to like work with his music to go hand in hand with like my creative filmmaking. So yeah, he's dope. He's dope. Baltimore is like a really amazing place, and it has like a really big place in my heart just because how creative it is. I started actually getting into the art scene in Baltimore by just like going to local parties and local like concerts and stuff, and I would just like bring my camera for like free. No one would even ask me to be there. I would just like go, and then I would record and then do like a recap video and then like share and show and tag all the artists that performed. So doing that allowed me to meet a lot of people, a lot of creatives, a lot of artists, a lot of other videographers and editors and stuff like that. So people say Baltimore is like small, which I agree with, but it feels so vast in terms of like the creativity. Like everyone has their own voice, their own eye, their own ear. You can see everyone doing like different things, different projects, different styles of music, genres of film. There's a book called Steal Like an Artist. I haven't read it, but I just know the title. And I kind of figure like you just like pick up from different people, and like you're not trying to steal, but you're like getting influences, and you're getting like a piece from someone else. Like, oh, I've seen that video. I want to try something that's similar to that but different. Oh, I hear this type of music. I never worked with anyone that made that type of music, so I want to reach out to them and make a music video to just like push my creative boundaries as well. So yeah, collaboration I would say definitely is key. And in Baltimore, I feel like that collaboration is just like limitless, it feels. I used to do therapy actually in middle school. It was like a family therapist. But at that time in middle school, I was like not even really into it. Like I wasn't even putting myself into it or opening up and being vulnerable. Many years later down the line, I reached out personally to just get a therapist. I think that was like 2021. The pandemic definitely like showed me a lot, just like being by myself and isolating, and then really all I had to do was like stay at home, edit, drink, and that's really it. So being in that cycle just like showed me that, yeah, I don't want to keep like doing this, so I needed some help to get out of that cycle. So having a therapist was probably one of like my best decisions to make, just because your mental health affects like everything. Like if you're not in the right mental state, you can't do your best work creatively. You can't maintain like relationships. You can't even like focus on your physical health. So yeah, that's how it helped me, just like having somebody to talk to about my problems. Practicing opening up and being vulnerable was a great thing that therapist showed me. When you're creative, you're using your mind a lot. So a lot of times when you're like stopping yourself from doing something creatively, it starts in your mind. It starts with like insecurities or just like self-esteem, self-confidence. So fixing that and addressing that and realizing that even is just like, it's helped me like get closer to reaching my full potential. And I'm still like on that journey for sure, but I'm definitely way better mentally than I was like in 2020, 2021. I don't even know like how this interview would have even happened, because I would just been like so in my mind about it. I'm not even sure like how I would even be on camera, but yeah, here I am. My items here, let's start small and move on. This is a film camera. It's like an automatic point and shoot. I just got this like this year. It's just like probably last month, I think. I just actually got my first 2 rolls developed yesterday. So I'm waiting on those scans to get back. But I just chose this item because like this to me represents like a hobby. Like even though it's still like in the field of like film and media and stuff, like I try not to get too caught up on work. So I want to do things that brings the fun back into it. So I'm not going to advertise film photography as like a service that I offer or anything like that. It's just something that I do for fun. And like I started in photography, so like getting back to the roots of just like where it all started. Like I started just because it's cool. It's cool to take photos. Like that's really it. Very simple. This is a book, The 4 Agreements. It's a pretty fire book. I think this helped me as far as my therapeutic and mental health journey, just because it like talks a lot about your your mind, just like not allowing things to like get to you and just like doing what's best for you. So this actually like changed my perspective on life and happiness and just like how I can use my mind. So it's definitely helped a lot. I would definitely suggest it to anybody. It's a very quick read, very easy. I think I read it like 3 times. I might read it again. So yeah, I don't know which camera, but it's my laptop, my baby. I couldn't do anything without this. So this has like everything. I edit on this, I do research on this, I plan for the shoots on this. So, I mean, this has a lot to do with me personally, but it also just like a really big thing in terms of my work. So I do love editing, like that's like my passion. So even if it wasn't something that I do for work, like this still means a lot to me just because I'm so passionate about it. Honestly, the stickers don't mean too much. I just kind of pick whatever. Any sticker that I get goes on here. There's a laptop with a butt on it. This is my job sticker. It says Amplify Youth Voices, which actually does mean something to me, because like how I grew up, it's definitely important to prioritize youth and youth voice, and just like, because I mean they are our future. They grow up to be the leaders. Yeah, they grow up to be us and the leaders of the city, and just like they have a voice and it definitely matters. So amplify youth voice whenever you can. There's some Supreme stickers. I don't even own any Supreme anymore. Shout out to Family First magazine. Dope. John Tyler sticker. This anime, this is My Hero Academia. I'm not even too big of a fan. I just got a sticker. Morgan State. Go Bears. I don't think that's a thing. But Hey Kilogram, that's a cool like local Baltimore brand. And yeah, Poor Rich. That's also a Baltimore brand. It's pretty dope. And I have some stickers from a campaign I did with Under Armour at Morgan State for their Black History Month. It says "Be seen, be heard, be celebrated," referencing, you know, just like all the Black people and all the accomplishments that we made. Just want to like make sure that our voices are heard, that we are seen, and that we are celebrated. And that actually leads me to our next item. Different ways, mainly because I got to collaborate with a lot of people at Morgan State, and Morgan State is pretty important to me too, because everyone there in like the film department is really passionate, and a lot of people don't know that Morgan State actually has like a film department, and it's kind of like not given all the right opportunities. So this was like great because Under Armour came to us to reach out to do this project, so we were able to like flex our creative muscles, and this is like what comes out of it. Like we get an award for it, so it just shows that we have like that potential and that we can do great things, and it should and will be celebrated and recognized. So, and it's just super cool to have a trophy. Like I definitely flex a lot with this. Like it is a major flex. So yeah, those are my items. I think it's important to have media like highlighting local artists and local just people in general, because it be the stories that are untold that kind of get glossed over by like the bigger media news stations and stuff that really be the most important ones to show. Because like specifically in Baltimore, like the news be like highlighting all the bad stuff, you know, all the riots, all the murders and stuff like that. So I mean, it's definitely stories out here. When people from the outside look at us, they don't really see like all the creative, all the beautiful people doing beautiful things. So I appreciate it, and take your mental health seriously. If you need help, reach out for help professionally. Because I can't say reach out to me because that's not accurate. I'm not gonna know what to do. If you need help, if you need help, just, you know, reach out to a friend, to family members, to anyone who might be able to connect you with resources to get you the help that's out there. And you know, you're loved and you're cared about. You know, life is short and you never know what the next day will bring. So yeah.
And that's the divinity. That's what you. I love that. That was so good.